Hey Capricorns, Happy New Year, Happy 2022. I hope that you guys are doing good. Here to do your forecast to see what stands out for you over the next year, some things that you might want to be aware of. So let's jump right in and see what we have for you. All right, so what do we have for my Capricorn collective? Okay, lots of interesting groupings for you guys. So we're going to start with where you are, this teeny little worry doll right here. It feels like there's something about your path that you need to adjust when it comes to sort of taking care of yourself, when it comes to your finances. And this is something that's super interesting. It's going to require your diligence throughout the entire year. So what it feels like right now is that there's not a really good sense of stability around you when it comes to especially your day-to-day finances and thinking a little bit more long-term. It might have something to do with your job. It might have something to do with other people who are around you. But there's a sense that the path that you're on right now is not the one that's meant for you. So it feels as though there's very much a need for you to think through what it is that you're good at, what it is that you are passionate about, and figure out how to leverage those talents and gifts into something that is able to sustain you. Because what it feels like right now is that you are not doing what's sort of in your spirit, not doing what it is that you truly enjoy. Understand that if you do sort of change direction, and it's going to take a little bit of effort on your part, right? That there is the very much the opportunity for abundance and prosperity here. Like we have the skull, which represents your ancestors, looking directly at the piece that represents summer. So there might be something that happens around the summertime where a new opportunity comes in. But there also feels like there's a little bit of a need for you to better articulate what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want to do. It feels as though there's going to be a conversation that leads to a new opportunity for you. And it's crazy because we have here the snake fang, and we also have the porcupine claw. So these are both, this is you being protected, right? You sort of needing to be cautious and smart as you move forward in this process. But again, there are things that you are going to be able to see clearly. This is going to impact the entirety of your life. I do think that it's more focused on your money directly and how you're able to make that money and support yourself. But it looks like there's a new opportunity that's coming in. We have the pigeon foot here that's representative of a messenger. And we also have your spirit guides represented by this little doll head right here staring straight at it. So this to me is your spirit guides looking at this message, nodding their head like, yep. And you have your ancestors looking at summer. So around summertime, keep your eyes open for this opportunity. Make sure that you have discussions, with the people around you who is even family members that might be able to put you in this position of being able to sort of being able to take opportunity of this new path, because the direction you're headed right now doesn't seem like it's the right fit for you. Now, looking at the sort of next big chunk here with the hematite bracelet and what we see in it, we have the octopus tentacle, and we also have the pumpkin that's representative of fall. So there's something that's coming up in October that seems as though you're sort of held in place, that you're a little bit stuck, that you're sort of on the hook for something. And so this might be you thinking through this opportunity that is coming through possibly in the summertime. It might be that you're a little bit stuck and trying to figure out what it is that you can do, what it is that you should do with this opportunity. So there seems to be a pretty big element of decision making that you're going to have to go through in the cooler months around the fall time. Now, looking at your health, we have it over here kind of chilling by itself. The Buckeye side is down. This is a Buckeye seed. And when we see it that way, it seems like everything's okay with your health. So whatever it is that you've been doing to sort of maintain yourself, keep it up. Like, there don't seem to be any major problems that are popping up. But, you know, get your checkups. If there's anything that feels a little bit funny, feels a little bit off, doesn't seem like there is going to be a big deal, but make sure that you take care of yourself and, you know, anything that, you know, comes up that you might feel a little bit differently about. So now looking at this other cluster here, seems to have, you know, a lot to do with your friendships. And this is sort of a starting point for you with the Moldavite. So here we have the friends. We also have directly across from it the alligator's foot that represents luck and good fortune. We have the cat's claw that says, you know, always land on your feet. We have a little cork here that is like, that says stop. See what else we have. We have the buffalo tooth that represents prosperity and goodness. So it feels as though there's some good things that are coming towards you when it comes to your friendships, when it comes to the people around you, that maybe you had a little bit of a rocky place, right, with the people who were around you before, that you may have become more discerning when it comes to your friendships, right? And so there's a sense of you, it almost feels like at one point you were a little stuck in the relationships that you had, where you might not necessarily have been super content, but for whatever reason, out of loyalty, out of familiarity, you sort of remained with them. I do feel like there's a shift that's coming in your friendship space. It's going to be freeing, is what I just heard. So whereas you might have been surrounded by people who didn't necessarily spark joy in your heart, it feels as though you're going to be detaching from them a little bit, that you're going to stop putting so much effort into your interactions with them, and you're going to start drawing in other people who are much more like-minded, that sort of appreciate you for who you are. This is, you know, you sort of embracing your feminine, your sexuality. So this could be a partner, but I'm feeling it more in the platonic relationship sense, that there is going to be something that draws folks into you. Like you just have this sort of charm that's infectious, and it's going to start putting distance between you and some people, but it's going to bring in other folks. But I think that you've gotten to that point where you have a level of discernment in the people that you surround yourself with, that you are becoming much more protective of your energy. And in doing so, that's going to bring other folks into you. So looking at this last little chunk that we have over here, there is the possibility for you to travel. It may be with family or people that you are very close to. There's an element, I think, of you needing to be a bit flexible when it comes to these people. It could be a short trip, it could be across the world, but there's some sort of travel, some sort of journey that you're embarking on with family. And so there's this could be not literal, right? There could be just you navigating a new path with folks. So keep your cool. That's all I can say, Capricorn, is keep your cool around these folks. There's going to be a need for you to be a little bit strong, to be a little bit resilient when it comes to dealing with them. So no ill intentions here, but it feels like family can be a little bit challenging for you in the next couple of weeks or couple of months. So don't pop off on anybody. Like, don't stress yourself out. Your health is real good right now. So no high blood pressure, no headaches, no none of that. So things are looking pretty good for you, Capricorn. There's a lot of good things in terms of friendships that are coming towards you. There are some good opportunities that are coming towards you. Just make sure that you keep your eyes open, keep your ears open for messages, and make sure that you communicate what it is that you want, what it is that you need. When it comes to dealing with other folks, it could be, potential contacts that you get from networking. It could be from your boss, your clients, whatever. But there's something that's coming in for you that's going to sort of change the path that you've been taking in terms of how you support yourself, what it is that you do. But there's something new coming, and it's being smiled on by your spirit squad, by your guides, by your ancestors. So keep an eye out around summertime, because that's where I see your ancestors looking directly at. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Capricorns. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know that too. But I really, really hope that you did. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.